그 1세트와 좀 비슷한 느낌이긴 하죠. 그러니까 유리한 건 맞는데, 그리고 오브젝트 컨트롤도 정말 잘 해놨고 이제 중요한 한 걸음을 남겨놓고 있는데, 어쨌든 젠지도 힘이 없는 젠지가 뭐 아리를 중심으로 누군가 진입할 때마다 페이커가 계속해서 잘 보이거든요. 만약에 그게 저게 뜨면 탈리아 모자도 그렇고 50 수호천사가 뜨면
집에 가는데요.
저건 진짜 크긴 합니다.
집에 갔는데요. 50 진짜 나왔어요.
저게 원래 이쯤 됐을 때 교전에서 핑퐁이 너무 중요하기 때문에.
그렇죠. 그러면 핵심 템들이 나왔습니다. 기다렸던 것이.
그렇죠. T1 쪽이 조금 더 괜찮다는 얘기예요.
아, 예, T1 쪽.
예, 그래서 젠지는 뭐 지금 계속 들리시다시피 포효를 지르면서 사기를 올려야겠죠. 한 번씩.
그렇죠. 그거라도 필요하겠죠. 당장 뭐가 좀 아쉬움이 있으면.
소리로
한 번에 못
그리고 안쪽에 파고들었고
그러면 빗진입.
야
그냥 무너지는 것 같은데요.
아, 위쪽에 기도 위험.
아니 페이커의 제각변동 한 방이
그렇습니다.
30분을 무너뜨렸습니다.
내가
와
견제해줄게. 그러면 3명 아웃 3대 0.
이건
어디 예 어디까지
게임을 이제 어떻게 막을 거냐인데.
네 듀로 룰러 전면 없습니다.
마지막 정비를 하고.
예, 가보자.
실제로 자야가 지금 궁이랑 전면이 없어서 이거 막기 쉽지 않거든요.
니코도 없고 뭐
네.
가야도 없고 이걸 어떻게 막아야 될지.
잭스가 그냥 전면을 돌려가지고 반정 넣으면 돼요.
상대는 무조건 들어왔습니다. 쌍둥이 달리고 한 방에 제재.
게임을 어떤 뱀픽이 원하는 방향대로 주도하는 게 아니라 그게 안 되니까 차선책으로 그냥 코어템 뽑고 싸우자가 되는 건데 이건 차선책인 거지. 본인들 조합이 원래 그리던 그림이 아니잖아요.
맞아요.
생각해보면은 1세트 같은 경우도 마지막에 가서 그 한 방이었고 2세트 같은 경우도 애니, 키아나, 진, 레오나 게임을 주도하겠다는 거였는데 그냥 오너한테 막힌 거고요. 이번 게임도 완전 박살난 건 아니에요. 근데 상대가 어차피 노림수를 다 알고 있었어요.
그런 만큼 4세트에 또 진영 선택권을 가져오게 되니까 이번에는 확실한 1픽과 관련된 그런 1픽 기반의 계획들이 좀 조립과 수행이 잘 이루어져야 될 것 같아요.
아니면 여기서 레드로.
틀어서. 근데 이제 4세트 정도 되면은 조커픽이 나올 때가 되긴 했거든요.
한번 뭐 많았잖아요. 막
보나요?
한번 명뱀픽을 레드의 철학을 살려서.
알겠습니다. 근데 사실 아픈 이야기일 수도 있지만 그동안 정규 시즌 1위가 결승 진출전에 가지 못한 적이 한 번도 없는데요. 젠지가 지금 확실히 수세에 몰려 있습니다. 4세트에 어떤 선택을 만들어낼지 저희가 지켜보도록 하겠습니다. 4세트 같이 오시죠.
네, 자 결국 T1이 앞서 나가기 시작합니다. 한 세트 남았습니다. 인스파이어까지.
맞습니다. 그리고 분대 쪽에서 계속해서 얘기가 나왔다시피 오늘 전반적으로 지금까지 분위기나 게임 템포는 T1이 계속해서 좀 리드하고 있는 것 같은 느낌이 있거든요. 젠지는 계속해서 좀 불리한 상황 속에서 억지로 이렇게 상황을 끌고 가면서 뭔가 상황을 반전시키려고 하는데 그게 이 페이커 앞에 계속해서 뭔가 막히는 느낌도 있고요.
그 두꺼운 벽 넘어서 한 방에 토스 그냥 거기서 아리를 끊으면서 경기가 마무리됐습니다.
뭔가 젠지 입장에서는 페이커의 무빙 한 번 한 번이 본인들 뭔가 트러블 메이커가 계속 되고 있다는 느낌이 들 거예요. 그런 부분에서 저는 오늘 양 팀의 약간 경기력의 차이가 나고 있는 부분 중에 하나가 T1은 어떻게든 변주를 주려고 하지만 젠지는 좀 잠잠하거든요. 그런 부분에서 젠지만의 약간 돌발성이 더 나와야 될 것 같은데 여기서 나왔네요.
포니의 얘기대로 젠지 지금 레드죠?
레드 쪽을 가기에 타이밍 자체는 꽤 괜찮아 보이는데 어쨌든 뱀픽하기에는 좀 더 껄끄러워지고 저희도 이제 예상하기 힘든 변수가 더 많아지긴 했거든요.
그럼요. 자, 젠지가 레드 사이드를 선택했습니다.
그러니까 레드를 간 것 자체만으로도 고정벤이 몇 개가 좀 필요해가지고
저도 피어리스가 진행되면서 4세트, 5세트 가면 레드가 더 좋다고는 말 못하겠습니다. 왜냐하면 상대 챔피언이 나왔을 때 카운터 치기에 주요 카드가 많이 빠져있기 때문에 그
一段毛骨悚然的录音，据说是于朦胧在遭受刑具时的惨叫。 另外还有疑似是于朦胧在医院昏迷状态下的照片。另外还有人披露了尸检的细节，都令人触目惊心。而家属的说法跟于朦胧工作室的声。
To meet a human. From over here. Can they see me? Don't let them see me. I'm not ready.
Minions have spawned.
And lost, others to lose themselves, like you, Ari. It's so beautiful when it's real. they say good night, do you think they mean it? A curly mind quests towards possibilities. Hold my branch with your journal. Oh, Mr. Root, you almost tripped me. You dreamed until you ached. Thing about it. Anything, but won't look it in the eyes. The beauty of the world beckons desires to be real. Work those muscles.
An ally
Now do something about it. It's like my roots are in the clouds.
rampage.
Stop swinging. Wah! Time to outshot my awkwardness. Oh! Bright dream. The light is so dim. How can I tiptoe when I don't have toes?
Dominating. Godlike. Slain. Shut down. Double kill.
Was that me? Quiet things are strong.
He has been slain. Shut down.
Now who's a sand cloud?
Shut down.
Pressure. Oh. What lies beneath the surface? We lie down to see.
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
You dreamed until you ate.
against the wall. The Otacon getting amongst it at the same time. And that is going to be Otacon secured by Canyon. He gets a casual kill at the same time. Double over to Ruler, and now Faker finds the gold card. Hook is going to miss, but the Twisted Fate surviving does not help the T1 fans feel better about this game.
Yeah, I think Gen G fans are saying, I'll see you in 5.
Yep.
I think we could say Gen G won the early game this time for the first time in this series with a 9,500 gold lead here. Now at 20 minutes. I mean, we're past the early game now, but they took the early game lead and they snowballed it. As we predicted this, because it's so obvious, Caria has to go in and check. He's burst first. And then the follow-up here, it's a really nice ult here, but it doesn't matter because the Impale comes through. The Ren comes out quite early from Ruler, but it doesn't matter. They get the smite because the Silas is dead and Guma is just left alone. And then Faker's able to at least avoid the hook, but that is all you could say in the positive column for T1 as Gen G look to set up.
Oh my, another one! Duro, it's okay. From now on, every single game, teams, they need to ban Blitzcrank. Even he hasn't even been prioritizing this champion. He's so good at it.
I mean, like, Caria was the guy who caught aiming.
1-0-15.
I think aiming's feeling a little bit better. Caria has to be the one to check, right? But
yeah,
like, you're playing not into Blitzcrank, which is why this is such a great pick from ahead. And that's why I said in the draft, I'm like, this is such a confident pick from Gen G. Like, the draft was so risky, but they were confident they could pilot it. They were confident they could pull it out, and they certainly did, right? Like, this was match point on the line, LCK Finals on the line.
Well, Duro's going to get a flash as he wanders on over. Trophy going to get ganked by multiple people. Petrifying gazes all over the place. But Gumayusi gets the shutdown, and an important one at that. 1,100 gold.
Plus
they will trade their inhibitor turret for it.
Yeah, maybe some bounty gold picked up here, but this turret's so healthy. They have no wave. Canyon helps clear out the rest of that. So no inhibitor to go down, but the inhibitor turret does fall. T1 get the kill and the shutdown, but not that gold.
Can Canyon be damaged? Okay, maybe he can now as the Destiny coming in on top of everything. Gumayusi starting to get some shots over as Canyon just drives his way out. Gumayusi still hunting for it. He flashes into the enemy base, gets impaled. Now he's in turret range. Duro comes over and Canyon, yeah, he's a tank.
I get it.
Guma
knew the game was over. You gotta try something. I mean, you gotta try something.
That's called reading the room, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, he almost got him. You've got game 5. It's okay.
You know, yeah.
But as it turns out, he answered your question. Can Canyon be damaged?
No.
He cannot be
damaged. Not
really.
Not enough. As Duro, he can be damaged. Gold card going to connect, but it looks like they're a little bit afraid of what could be lurking in the dark.
By the way, he still doesn't have his second Mountain Drake yet, nor a Mountain Soul.
Oh no.
Imagine how little damage they will do to him after that, as this is, by the way, if there was going to be a contest, which there wouldn't be, you have to fight through Ren stacks and Smite.
Yeah, no, you're not going to, it's not a 50-50 in this case. So the Mountain Drake will be taken down. And Wolf, you know what, it's actually kind of crazy. This is kind of a beautiful juxtaposition of what happened in Game 4 in the T1 versus DK series. But it was the other side, right? It was an absolute blowout. I like this version more because T1 can come back in Game 5 and try and turn it around. Side selection will be theirs in that situation.
The difference in the game state, too, is that the Smolder was kind of completely online, and then one hook had to be the miracle to save the game. Now it's just Duro hooking whoever he wants, and it doesn't matter. They won the early game. That Varus is not online, as we saw in the base.
Canyon almost took it. Okay, just finds the impale onto Gumayusi somehow! And obviously he's going to survive with over a third health. Yes, reading the room. I'm going to try and read the room as well.
I'm like, you and I wanted Game 5, and we get our wish.
Yes. This is going to be the inner turret taken down here. Without Gumayusi, there is not a way to defend.
I mean, I was already, like, at the beginning of this game, I was trying to do the Faker flexibility narrative. Like, he's playing TF, he was ready to play the Silas. I thought this was likely to be Gen G failing in another early game because their early games looked so weak, Canyon looked so weak, but this has been his best game we've seen in playoffs.
Yeah,
he's 19 out of 20.
Oh, God, another hook! And it even caught Jonah Strong by surprise as Doran just goes down. Ona now dancing around behind the Baron pit, but Keen, he's a bouncer. He's going to try and stop him. Ona might be able to get in, but it's not going to be the steal. It's somehow Cassiopeia that actually gets it as the hook finally won. I see it miss. Good sidestep there from Carrier. Does it matter? No. No, it doesn't at all.
No.
He's still dead. He's going to buy a bit of time. That was such a cute flash. Such a cute flash. As Canyon going to pick up Faker, throw some rocks at him. Ruler looking to bounce his way over. And will be able to get in range. The Blast Cone is going to be able to buy a little bit of extra space.
Carrier is still running away, by the way, in the top.
Oh, okay. Well, Keen will find him. So there we go. Bought some time.
Yeah.
Things are getting a little silly here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, okay, so let's talk about. I don't even want to talk about these play. We'll talk about one. Okay, this one little impale. Yeah, got him. This is actually the worst way to go to Game 5 if you're T1, because right, the series looked like you 3-0'd it, like you said. Game 1, you basically won the game, but then you ended up losing. Made one mistake, lost that one, but then you won 2 in a row. You're like, I'm way better than Gen.G. I'm on match point now. Then you have to play this game out where there's no chance. There's like no chance. There's no way back in. Like Owner's going for this Hail Mary. Guma went for his Hail Mary in the base because you know you're 10,000 gold behind. We're going to Game 5. And it's just like Gen.G are slash dancing on you as we go to Silver Scrapes. Momentum is completely Gen.G's now in this series. Did this with Red Side. The Callista pick worked a treat. I wanted to say I trusted them for the confidence in it, but I thought maybe we were just going to end here and Gen.G say no. Ruler 8-0-8 on his iconic Callista.
And for me, this whole game is just Duro. This guy on this Blitzcrank, just incredible. I think that Canyon has come back alive. Chobi's come back alive, but Duro is just a man possessed on this robot. Let's see whether he can find another hook as they do get the knock-up onto Ruler. Take him down immediately. The Impale is only onto one. Chobi still there for the DPS, but T1 finding kill after kill. As Chobi, the handshake is fantastic. Owner is going to get taken down, but they take out the Cassiopeia. Can Canyon be damaged? Is still a question that we're all asking, and Gumayushi, he might be able to answer it. He does have the bailout, and as it turns out, no, he cannot be damaged. Canyon is immortal. He finds more rocks, and now he's just going to get to work, trying to use this lawnmower to take down Faker, not the Nexus. All 3 of them weren't enough, and the Scorpion will bring us to Silver Scrapes.
Canyon's got a heart of steel at the end of this game. Gets the kill on Guma, the snipe just before. And maybe Canyon was absent in this one for most of it, but he said he is not just going to let T1 take his spot and Inspire away. He and Duro getting the carries fed in this one, and Gen.G bring us to 5 that I think most people didn't think we'd see after 2 dominant T1 back-to-back wins.
Oh my god, and Chronicler said it in his little quote thing that we had the lower third for earlier in the day. He thought that this polar bear was going to exit hibernation. Well, just in the nick of time here in Game 4, backs against the wall, and that is the Canyon that we have wanted to see all playoffs and haven't really at all. Gumayushi did a lot of damage
to a Skarner that he could not hurt, but yes, number went up, but health bar did not go down for Canyon.
22k on a Skarner is...
That looks like old Skarner before they nerfed his Q damage.
Yeah. Even Carey did a lot of damage in that game, but my god, that was
It says, put on Silver Scrapes, Atlas, and you know what? I think we will.
In fact, we just did. Thank you so much for holding up that sign to give us this glorious transition into one of the greatest pieces of music of our time. We are going to go to a short break. You guys can enjoy the Silver Scrapes. Then we will have the space break this one down. And then, of course, we'll have the pivotal Game 5. We'll see you soon.
声明又是矛盾的，坊间更是爆出中共高层对于朦胧的案件有12字方针，一系列的线索，包括于朦胧之前的乔任梁惨死的经过，都在揭示着娱乐圈里边那个肮脏恐怖的一面。今天的内容太惊悚，请大家做好心理准备。连续多天我都在追踪于朦胧案件的真相。如果您也关注这些内容的话，请您订阅一下我这个频道。 我每周6天都在关注完整的资讯。我还有副频道牧羊看点，每天要更新2、3档节目，速度更快也更及时。大家呢也请关注一下。另外还有一个消息，就是中华民国的双十国庆马上就到了。我呢是想发起一个全球华人朋友都可以参与的庆祝活动。大家呢可以拍上一段1分钟以内的视频，或者是您录一段1分钟以内的声音，或者呢写一段150字以内的祝福的话，或者您也可以创作画画，或者是写书法等等方式，不拘一格，就是想表达一下对中华民族的祝福。我呢会在双十国庆期间跟大家一起来分享，大家可以把您的作品、把您的祝福发到我的爆料邮箱 xwkd2017@gmail.com。实情，观众朋友大家好，北东时间9月20号星期六，亚太时间是9月21号星期天。一位网友发给我一段录音，听得我是浑身起鸡皮疙瘩。我不知道究竟发生了什么，听起来像是有人在遭受酷刑折磨、毒打。里面有一个人还在说威胁的话，另外一个男人是在大声的狂哭。
没鸡巴打鸡巴什么呀？
福利来救我了。
没鸡巴打死你就不错了，他妈忍着点吧，没鸡巴事。大男人他妈流点血算鸡巴什么？
据网友表示，这是于朦胧被拔指甲时的惨叫，那个福利是于朦胧养的狗，但后来也被打死了。我不熟悉于朦胧所以呢，我是想请熟悉于朦胧的朋友能够帮忙辨认一下，看看说福利来救我了那个人是不是于朦胧。还有呢，如果可能的话，也请大家帮忙辨认一下那个说威胁脏话的人是谁。今天继续跟大家的一张当中已经是深度昏迷的状态，这个人的头上缠着绷带，已经上了呼吸机了。发帖人说是医院护士偷拍的于朦胧。前天节目中我曾经爆料中手滑了。一位大陆网友在邮件中对我表示，于朦胧一出道，特别是《三生三世十里桃花》一播出就大火，但当时火的是杨幂，于朦胧的热度被控制了。新奇找了一堆人假扮粉丝团，就想控制玩弄他，他不接受就不让他大火，冷藏起来逼他就范。于朦胧一心想摆脱背后娱乐圈男童变态大佬的控制，于是在7月有人注销于朦胧工作室，8月有不知名人士在网上放消息说，8月一位微博2000万粉丝明星要出大事儿。当时还觉得是有人无聊，现在应验了，这就是一个提前半年多布的局，这个局就是为了杀于一个人。这位朋友表示因为第2天晚上于朦胧扮演的刘勇要在央视10套播出，新奇担心于朦胧大火成为一线明星不好控制，等那时再做掉他影响会更大。爆料中还说，这不是他们男童圈第一次这么做，可说是轻车熟路。但这次17人的局有点大，出了比较大的纰漏，新奇后面大佬在勉力强压。爆料中还指出，宋伊人、苑子文等等娱乐圈的小女星就是新奇控制的工具人，用这些人拉拢漂亮的男明星，让他们放下戒心，安心入他们男童圈子。新奇进娱乐圈不是爱好，纯粹是这行洗钱方便快捷，很多钱通过新奇洗出了海外，这才是他最大的生意。今天有一位海外
because I think he volunteered to be top lane. Keen just.
All right, well, this is a draft.
Man, I'm impressed with what T1 has put together. I'm not like, when I see at this, just for Mel is being
on and the
it's been enjoyed in the past.
Man, Genji loves those. She's going to be and Canyon with the lead of Tino back.
Was actually play-ins, but one of them may only be there for one series.
Yeah, insane. We started these, okay, relevant in several months, and it takes Game 5 Fearless to bring it out again here.
Yeah.
Hanwha Life Esports, he was the pick. Makes playing into Zig.
Certainly going to be able to hold his own a little bit better, be feeling as good. But early game for a Ziggs, not exactly going to be a lane bully, you could say.
Yeah, Duro can obviously offer a lot of sustain for this tanky Ornn pick here in this weird lane swap scenario.
Yep.
So Keen can continue to be relevant about Guma hitting his bombs, and we can weave in autos, especially with his empowered passive, to see how much damage he can get done. This Vex pick was kind of a Yone counter pick for a little while, but hasn't really been very common. Was more of a counter pick for picks like Ahri and stuff back in the day. Haven't really seen it too much, but it was one of Chovy's kind of tech picks. And after Vex was irrelevant, he kept playing it. It's his first time playing it here this season, but does have a history of picking it when other teams would shy away.
Yeah, I feel like this is like a Knight and Chovy pick.
Yeah.
In my mind. They're the two players that I think will always just have Vex there, is how that one kind of goes.
He's 4-0 on the pick.
Damn. Didn't know that it was quite that impressive for the Vex stats. Thank you to production for letting us know exactly how he's doing thus far.
Ruler's so far putting off a strong performance with that trade there in the top side into Doran. Duro's now joined him here. Significantly less experience, the lane swap, but won't be able to come up, and now the lane swap has kind of completed its journey.
Yep.
As we will see Doran teleporting down bottom side to deal with this Ornn.
Kind of interesting as well with putting the AD carry in a solo lane for just a little while, as we do have sepia mode for a few moments. A little bit of a pause, but it does give us an opportunity to have a bit of a chat about what I was going to say, because it does mean now that the Lucian will have an experience lead for the whole laning phase, right?
Yeah,
so he'll hit that level 6 first, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it gets you level 3, and you avoid the annoying part of the phase where you're just trying to last hit, and it's hard to queue the Ziggs because he has range and he can kind of lob those bombs at you. And you don't want to all into the Maokai or anything like that, so it's very tricky, but he gets to skip all of that.
Maybe going back to talk to all of the bug experts that are out there with their nets, collecting all the bugs, making sure they know exactly which ones are operating and which ones are not.
外的华人在博主表示，事发时正在北京与亲戚见面。于朦胧的母亲因为痛失爱子多次昏迷，但于妈妈也担心其他家人的安全。这位博主表示，尸体解剖是他父亲的2个弟弟和一位长辈进行的。他们医生当初要求对公众坦诚相告，但死者家属和相关人士要求保密。事实上，我的2个叔叔认为这非常不人道。这里呢，我说明一下，这位博主说的死者家属和相关人士要求保密，死者家属就不用再解释了。这个相关人士是谁呢？于妈妈和于朦胧的亲属到北京之后，都遭到了当局的控制，这是早前就中共官方。据这位博主透露，于朦胧身上有很多伤口，肋骨断了几根，不是摔倒造成的，而是被打的。博主追问阿秋，于朦胧怎么了？阿秋说：“我看到的时候哭了。”阿秋是印尼语，就是叔叔各位的意思。他的叔叔没有说下去，所以博主做了说明，就是受害者被谋杀了。然后博主继续追问他的叔叔阿秋：“这是真的吗？”他的叔叔简单的回答：“是的，而且是其他方式。可怜的儿子死了。”对这些爆料的内容，我没有办法去证实真伪。我注意到呢，网络上有人在泼冷水，说没用，让大家散了吧等等这种话。我不知道那些人是什么样的身份，但我认为这更像是在瓦解人们意志的一种说法。 正因为没有真相，我们才需要不断的深挖寻找。如果有人不信的话，现在大家可以到大陆的社交平台上去搜索“于朦胧”，看看还有多少自媒体的声音，有多少大陆网民的账号已经因为于朦胧的事儿被封了。现在绝大多数都是看到的媒体消息。中共就是在控制人们的信息传播，让人们生活在一个信息茧房里边，方便他们做事儿。后面的内容真的不容错过，大家别走开。我跟大家说一个好消息，扁康丸的客服告诉我，在中秋节来临之际，也就是持续到10月6号，每购买1瓶恢复肺部健康的扁康丸，他们会赠送1根普瑞堂的玄宝黑参原参，所以这是一个很好的机会啊。扁康丸的客服还告诉我呢有2位观众用了扁康丸之后他们在用完之后吃了很多的医学理论上的，或者给您表个析。一位了于朦胧工作室问龙龙的表哥，工作室的发文，龙龙家人都清楚吗？是否默认了发布内容？是在收集证据声讨，还是默认？如果想继续声讨，请你工作室在发文前和发文后与我们龙龙爸爸这边家属没有任何沟通。龙龙妈妈在之前之后也没有给我们任何关于这篇公告的消息。下面他还补充了有一位朋友给我发，以排除刑事嫌疑，9月16号又以于朦胧母亲的名义感谢关心帮助的人们，呼吁人们理性看待意外，不再进行2世欢的期间，曾经意外受伤，然后到医院去就诊。当时于朦胧工作室也发过一份声明，大家注意，这份声明落款处是加盖了东洋先盟影视文化工作室的红章，这是比较正规的声明。那这就非常说明问题了。所以没有加盖红章的那2份声明，很可能不是于朦胧工作室发出的，因为于朦胧工作室早前就已经注销了。前面我已经说过了，于朦胧工作室是有2家，都已经解散了。最后解散的那一家，于朦胧出事儿2个月之前注销的。所以现在用于朦胧工作室的这个名义来发声明，就是在欲盖弥彰，皮下有鬼。另一位网民询问是不是立案了，嘟嘟的小胖肉回复：是否立案只会通知直系亲属，直系亲属没有回复我们，龙龙爸爸家亲属没有任何消息。这样说是否明白？于朦胧的表哥说的其实已经很清楚了。于朦胧的父亲早就已经过世了，所以于妈妈是他唯一在世的直系亲属。也就是说，警方是不是立案，他们只会通知于妈妈。但是目前看来，于妈妈没有任何回应，说明什么？一位朋友呢转给我。
seducing your next victim.
An enemy has been slain.
The height of their happiness is the depth of their pain.
Well, with the rise of this new Viper lane swap tech, like, if it is a lane swap issue, it's good that we're sorting this out right now and figuring this out, because this could be something we see in Inspire. This could be something we see at Worlds.
Welcome back, Keen. Yeah, it could be another one of those. If it is that and it's like the timings were a bit weird or something like that, it could be that like it just came in and Duro kind of messed up getting to lane a little bit early or something like that, but
yeah,
not entirely sure about how it has worked.
But with the way like lane swap, the lane swaps get detected and the client doesn't show up on the observer client, as far as I can tell, so it's hard for us to show like even footage later to explain what happened. If that is even what's happening, we don't know. Duro could be like, my unsealed spellbook ain't working. Like, we have no idea, but...
Oh, I've got another theory. This is a little bit more tinfoil hat, maybe up your alley, Wolf, okay? Yeah. So since this pause has started, the amount of viewers on twitch.tv has gone up 20,000.
Yeah.
For us, and I think like 30,000 for Kate.
Controversy and pauses always bring more people.
This is the thing. Maybe Duro just wanted more people to watch his Game 5 against T1, and so that's why the pause came in. He had to like, figure out a bug to come up with.
He alt-tabbed in the game, and he was like, I see there's only approximately a million billion people watching. That can't be right. There has to be more.
Yeah, it needs to be a million billion billion, not a million billion.
Was, give or take, like across all streams, like about a million billion.
Hey, as a Cadril fan, speaking of which, from Jakarta as well, that's pretty cool.
Hi, Cadril.
Hi, Cadril. I hope you're coping with the pause well, as well, my friend, as we're doing our very best to
He's like one layer removed from the pause information from us.
Yeah, exactly. So it's even more difficult. Maybe he's got his own technicians that are on it. Maybe he has people that are on the inside. I'm not entirely sure. Well, I feel like this is unfair because I feel like
he can rewind and look at what...
But he can also listen to us right now a little bit, and we can't hear what he's like. We're not having.
Yeah, and you know what? Like when I translate the signs, I'm translating the signs for all of his streams. Like translate something back to me.
Yeah, but like I guess I could message him on Twitter and just say like, "Hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing okay." I'll just send that through.
Maybe he gets in our Twitch chat and responds.
Ah, maybe. Nah, that's fine. I think just doing it via a messenger type situation. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, buddy. You're doing okay. I'm a slow typer.
It says it's me again.
This pause is rough. There we go.
You sent it.
I sent it.
I wonder if
wow,
ready to send it.
He's responding. Golly gee, who would have thought? He's a long way away.
He does listen to us.
I didn't know that he'd respond that quickly. I thought my carrier pigeon had to bring the information more speedily.
Oh wait, hold on. Clipboard's out.
Oh, hang on. I almost saw what was on the clipboard. If we enhanced that, like in Super Troopers, we'd be able to have all of the information that's on that clipboard.
It might just be like a list of the fearless wins. I don't know what's on that clipboard. It looked like a Excel file, so I don't know if
Cadril has a little bit of added speculation and information. That's his suspicion. Quite rough. Suspect this pause has something to do with Duro getting a cannon top lane with his support item and maybe lane swap detected.
Ooh, one extra layer on the lane swap detection with the support item to getting the cannon.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that it's a bit more specific. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know whether that is necessarily some... Oh, we are going to be resuming soon. What that means, I am not entirely sure. But we have determined that no bug has actually occurred, and we will just be going about our business, but with a little bit of a break. Let's just catch everyone up, Wolf, with what has happened in this game number 5 thus far. A lot of water has been drank by our players. That is definitely a thing. Also, it's 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the game.
Yeah,
so
it's game 5. Genji.
Some laning has occurred.
Genji won game 1 in a comeback. T1 won 2 decisive, one-sided games in 2 and 3. Genji pull out the Callista in game 4 with the Blitzcrank performance from Duro to bring them back into this series in 5. We had the level 1 lane swap from Ruler.
Whoa!
And we're back.
Video games have occurred once again on our screens. It is a joyous occasion And let's see how it is going to go from now on. As we do have some Australian lanes, Gumushi and Keria here towards the top side of the map. And it's just really good to know that everyone that needed to go to the bathroom has gone to the bathroom. And so no one's going to be uncomfortable and they can focus. That's why the pause is sometimes a really good thing. Oh yeah, there's a Vex in this game. That's cool.
Yeah, the Vex was
let me just look.
draft.
Yeah, there's a Lilia.
Yeah, Lilia also chosen, true. Cool. T1 held several flexes until that Lilia was locked in. Speaking of the Lilia, trying to come over here and steal this Raptor camp away, but will be unsuccessful.
Yeah.
We had the victim of the lane swap really be that Ornn sort of in the bottom lane for a little while. Actually looked like he was going to channel a back, but does not go for it. And we're in an even game state here. T1 with a slight gold lead.
So if you are confused about why things were paused, there was a suspected bug, but the bug wasn't actually a bug, and then we resumed the game.
And we don't have full details on it, but I'm sure the information will come out eventually.
Yeah, there'll be a statement about it, and we'll try and keep you informed if we do get any added information, but otherwise we'll just go along with the game.
Yeah, I think Cage will speculation.
Teleport.
However, so long. You don't just get that wave for free. Nice dodge here from Faker.
Yeah, it wasn't a cannon wave, so he couldn't actually buy the extra time, but it still feels dangerous.
I mean, now he's just going to lose a plate as well.
Okay, well, Chovy laning very effectively here at the beginning of this game, number 5. And but, same can be said for, Gumushi chilling in his lane as well.
One more lane
Lilia.
stop, or back stop.
Oh.
And, he hits it as well. Faker hits level 6 first, but won't necessarily matter here. Hopefully won't have to use it defensively. Chovy has 6 now as well. But this is also, I wanted to mention this earlier, maybe it could have been a talking point in the pause, but Faker not known for his Yone, even though he does have that world skin on it. That was really best performance on the pick. We saw him struggle with the pick a lot over the course of many Yone metas.
Yep.
And simply dealt with it by just not picking it most of the time. Is it gets stopped again?
Man, this is really frustrating. This time, at least, it is a cannon wave, so we'll likely only miss. It's a pretty good time, actually. So the Jace is working for him, advantage
himself quite well.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, in the bottom lane.
I love a good train reference.
On that one, yeah. As Faker will find himself a little bit behind in farm here, but Chovy's like, do I ult for it? He's like, nah.
Finally, Faker is allowed to go home.
Chovy did get a extra back off during all of that. Now the wave is pushing towards him as Doran is caught.
This is not where he really wanted to go for the honey fruit, and Chovy is right in position. Doesn't quite find the Q, and does find the ulti to pick up the kill there. Chovy might actually be able to find another one, and then does hit it onto Faker, who will be snapping back, but just a bit of damage, you could say.
The lane is such a terrible spot for Faker at the while all of that was happening, but he couldn't impact the skirmish there.
But first blood going over to Chovy just because Doran wanted to get some honey fruit.
Yeah, that was kind of greedy from Doran there. Walked face first into an ultless Nocturne, but Nocturne still got that fear, still has that backup from Chovy. And this is a pretty rough start here for T1 in this early game.
Yep. And picking up assists, a huge deal for Nocturne. I feel like Ultimate Hunter is something that we talk about all the time, but also just any sort of acceleration towards that level 6 is fantastic. And speaking of which, he does have it now. As Keria Gumushi getting this wave shoved towards the turret. Not necessarily finding too much as the Satchel is going to be able to get Gumushi to safety.
Yeah, stop that brittle proc.
Yeah.
Canyon's going to get this dragon, but it's going to be an exchange here, 1-for-1 with the grubs. There's a Chemtech dragon, so pretty high value to grab this one early. Means that chances are the soul will be more impactful. Again, could still be like an ocean. We'll find out momentarily whether we'll know what that second dragon is.
Triple grub
Triple
Ziggs,
grub for Ziggs, plus, the side laning Jace. This is not a strong side laning composition here for Gen G, but the fact that Ziggs can just, if you win a team fight, walk up to a turret and explode it is definitely a potential issue. But this is an all-in dive draft here for Gen G where you basically want to be in control of the map non-stop. If Ziggs gets to hit a turret, the game state is not good for you. It means you're not doing the thing that comp is designed to do.
Yeah. Really nice combo there. And half the health bar of... So far you can see C1, so that is a great pickup to start things off. Otherwise, things even on the rift between... I want chaos as well. I don't know. What's your variance?
You only we see Paranoia comes. I think they're going to be fighting a lot. It's going to be a lot of tension, and it starts now.
Paranoia comes down. The Nature's Grasp does come on through, but it is so much damage onto the Lilia, and she just gets obliterated. Keria now finding himself in an awkward spot as Chovy flashes over to pick up the feats of warfare. And even there's trains coming into the top side of the map. Doran to try and boop Keen away. Keen just trying to have fun like the rest of his friends on this map, but he's a top laner in the end, and so he's just going to have to go back to Biffo
and this is
stuff like that.
The exact type of combo and setup I talked about that's strong into the Maokai pick, as Guma is trying to grub his way to another plate. Is you come to support, allowed by the way, gold lead here.
Does have to use. Yeah, it's going to be a nice knock up there from Keen. Actually, Doran taking a little bit of damage as Dora's going to make his way in. Keen getting a little sleepy, but then decides to breathe fire. Go
the land
straight up brawl, which is precisely what Genji do want to rotation. Grasping, knocked back, great satchel there from Gumayushi, but the quickness is so good as well. Chovy over to the top, and it is going to be the Drake being taken by Canyon, and somehow all of Genji does survive.
Bite is Ziggs. Skuma's just looking pretty good on this pick. Takes things next. I know not everyone's excited about. He has an 800 gold lead right now from grabbing plates, from trying to apply that pressure with his squad and take these turrets off the map. A lot of plates went down, and he's still clearing waves in mid lane and zigzagging it up. But this is my favorite type of draft difference, right? Where you have one team that's trying to outrange and poke, the other team that goes all in. It's two completely different identities with very different win cons. One's playing defense, the other is just constantly on the attack. And Genji, if they're going to not let this Herald go over, they are going to have to be on set attack right now.
Yeah, they don't have the quickness though. Duro missing that ability to engage, and it does look like T1 should be able to grab this, and there it goes. Their second objective is going to be locked down. T1 with first turret and Genji with feats of warfare, and so the next objective will get feats of strength for either team.
And I think with this Herald, it's likely second turret will be T1's as well with this Ziggs pick. Looking for this top one, maybe.
Yeah, Keen looking for a little bit of an angle there, but a lot of T1 members in the area.
Look at the zoning tools this draft has between the bombs on the ground here for Guma, Keria's ult, and his saplings. Sure, the Vex Nocturne can get past that, but on these small skirmishes that aren't really fights, they're just positioning and scuffles around vision, scuffles around like this zoning. There's so much value here in the range that T1 can offer Genji. Lapsed on.
Back the soul, but there's... Let's see what Genji can actually get done here as he does bring back the soul, but there's the paranoia. The fear comes on through. Mega Inferno Bomb to try and offer some damage back, but it's not going to be enough. Faker is just going to get taken out. Genji do find their man.
Unfortunately, Vex and the Nocturne can engage. It's just insane. It looks like this is something Genji has been scrimming a lot with how practiced they are on it. Yone seems so safe. Like, how can you catch me with so much mobility, but ends up getting caught just the same there. Everything layered on top of Faker, and he is blown up.
It does mean, though, now gold is basically even between the two squads.
So they know exactly what
after this kill onto Faker, so it is just a kill onto Faker.
He unbinds, so they know exactly where he's going to be. He still ults incredibly.
The kill onto Faker.
He unbinds, so they know exactly where
after this kill onto Faker, so it is just a kill onto Faker.
He unbinds, so they know exactly where he's going to be. He still ults incredibly well, but like the Ornn can redirect its ultimate to find him there. There's a Vex ultimate.
Yeah, and Canyon actually went all the way to find him as well. I think he was trying to snap back just after the Nocturne gets there, so he doesn't actually have to worry about it, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out, and even then I don't know whether it would have been enough. Does mean that Canyon doesn't have to invest his flash into the play, as Chovy looks for a bit of an angle there. Redemption for some support onto Doran, and that is going to be out of turret picked up. The Ziggs just doing precisely what he wants to do, as no second charge, but still getting enough done.
Yeah, he gets this turret here. The turret is down. Mentioned when the Herald went over, that was likely going to be the outcome. All of the money for Genji is on this Vex right now, whereas the rest of the gold is split pretty evenly in advantages for T1. The Ziggs pretty big. The Jace doing just fine. Still going to offer a ton of poke later on. The Lilia going to be doing some power farming. 20 farm up on Canyon right now, but it's about whether the Ziggs survives when we get to a real team fight. It's the easy part now to kind of walk around the map and hit turrets with 3 grubs and Satchel, and with a Herald support, it's like, okay, free money. But what if the coin purse goes boom? That's what Genji is relying on with this draft, with this setup. There's so many squishy targets to dive on, if T1 are grouped, it becomes a little bit harder because you grab one target maybe, but there's so many other threats. That's what they're kind of relying on when we get to those fights later. But if you get isolated in sides, if the Jace is picked alone and then fights become 5v4s, that can be the hard part for T1. But so far so good in terms of setting the Ziggs up for success.
Yep, it's working thus far. But like you say, having the entire lead on Chovy is a little bit of a worrying situation because he has been pretty good at the video game in his career. So, I mean, if you're ever going to put all your eggs in a basket, probably go with that one.
If it says Chovy...
Paranoia now, and Mega Inferno Bomb onto said Chovy, but he isn't going to get taken down just yet. Now the Paranoia, now the re-engage! And a basket, probably go with that one.
If it says Chovy on it, it's a pretty... pretty good basket.
Yeah, good basket, that one. As Nature's Grasp coming on in here, it's a big commitment. Mega Inferno Bomb onto said Chovy, but he isn't going to get taken down just yet. Now the Paranoia, now the re-engage, and Doran is just dead. Still these health bars from Genji are so low. Canyon having to get himself out of there, and Owner just spins on top of this Rakan. Canyon somehow lives for so incredibly long. Gumayushi is so healthy as well. Somehow, it for so incredible spins on top of this Rakan. Having to get himself out of there, and Owner just spins on top of this Rakan. Canyon somehow lives for just spins on top of this Rakan. Canyon somehow lives for so incredibly long. Gumayushi is so healthy as well. Somehow up of this dragon.
I think they're thinking better of it though. Faker.
Oh, the fear does come on through still. Faker not going to die to one combo, but isn't going to be able to take the dragon. As
when we go into this damage, eventually take an Esper.
Going to be enough.
The game
guys when you're having fun.
They're going faster here.
Going to coming on through. That is going to give them the information that this has been taken. As there are a lot of presents, but they're not being woken up. As Chovy off to the side. Faker comes on in. There's the Paranoia. They're looking to try and turn this. Chovy lands the ult. Gets in there, and both of the carries just get destroyed. As Lilia and Yone go down. Doran tries to get out, but now Carrier not going to be so lucky. Feats of strength come in as well for Genji as they take the Otacon. And that looked like a much better fight for them.
Yeah, much better fight for them. The Otacon they take is... control. They stop T1 from taking it. They dissuade them from doing so. Get the group up there, and the collapse is so strong with this draft. The turn is amazing, and the Nocturnal, the Paranoia makes it so difficult to outplay this moment. Unfortunately for Owner and Faker here, they both stand on top of each other, which is exactly where Duro is going to come in and engage on them. Doran has to flash away. Carrier is just left alone, has to TP out, but the Otacon is a success for Genji. Also, we'll grab
didn't work out.
An enemy has been slain.
Come on, touch me. Just looking for that special someone to torment.
Your turret has been
Let's sneak around. A little bit of heaven before the hell. I use every part of their torment. Nothing is wasted.
一份截图，看这个截图当中啊，有人呢先发了一段5分08秒的视频，这段视频我们是没有办法读取的，只能看到它的镜像图片，上面显示是探访于朦胧坠楼现场，并且用黄色的字写着于朦胧的名字。下面有一段话：不要相信任何警察。朝阳区警察厅里有一把天堂伞。知情人各种被威胁，微博很多正主被威胁过的。另一位朋友在邮件中告诉我，红色背景微博大 V 林北川替于朦胧张目，漏泄高层对于朦胧案件的12字方针：不予理会，不予关注，快速解决。遭遇高层警告，被传唤至北京失联17小时。于母警局跪地哭泣影片传出，警方无动于衷。朝阳区据传有巨大的保护伞。林北川呢，这是一位退役军人。我查看他的微博 IP 显示，他目前是在北京。18号的时候，他也曾经发帖表示是被叫回来的，不能不回来。他还配发了当时的所在地的地图，显示当时是在北京大兴国际机场。我在他的微博账号中没有看到关于12字方针的这个帖子，也没有看到他之前发的一些帖子，但是之前的一些帖子被人截图了下来。根据他9月12号的说法，他本人是不可能删帖的，也不会道歉的。那么他那些帖子不见了，是谁做的手脚呢？有一位博主表示，林北川被召回北京后，微博账号被没收了，转发和评论全部隐藏了，他朋友也联系不上他。我希望呢，这位能够仗义直言的林北川啊，不会有什么事儿，但是其实也会让人为他担心。虽然林北川是红后代，但是他面对的毕竟不是普通人呐，而是背景更硬的新奇等人。有网民表示，保安音频流出来了，表示物业都是新奇家的，整个开发商都是新奇家的，怪不得没有监控，整个物业都是。还有人用电磁干扰小区信号，小区业主反映发不出去消息。又有人说了一下新奇的身份，文字用的是谐音，所以呢，我直接就把这个正确的读法读给大家。海蓉和海燕是姐妹，新奇是私生子，海蓉和电王才是一对儿，海燕和新奇是一对儿，新奇是海燕和蔡奇的私生子，寄养在姐夫家。海蓉会说妹妹的孩子叫自己妈，新奇跟着干爸姓，然后亲爸的名，所以才会有合照。电王已下架，拿来挡的。什么意思？我想大家应该会明白，我不再解释了。其实前几期节目当中，我已经扒了新奇的身份，已经知道了他的背后有中共高层势力。但如果惧怕背后的中共势力的话，那么后面还会有多少个于朦胧呢？于朦胧坠楼事件，应该说已经揭开了娱乐圈的另外一面。据台湾自由时报报道，33岁的台湾男星黄新浩曾经因为在台湾事业不顺，前往中国大陆进修6年，并且拍了一些古装剧。黄新浩本人自曝，曾经有一名影视圈男性高层用试镜为名，命令工作人员约他去饭局。当黄新浩一进餐厅，就听到有人调侃：“你的宝贝来了。”随后他被安排到了那名高层的身边，不停地被灌酒，在最后被高层带回了宾馆房间，是他拼死反抗，最终才得以逃脱。应该说黄新浩是幸运的，可是 又有几个人在巨大的压力之下，能够像黄新浩一样拼死反抗，并且幸运的逃脱呢？如果反抗的话，会不会像于朦胧一样的下场呢？有一位网民指出，乔任梁和于朦胧是同一个经纪公司，当年用忧郁症结案，如今又用坠楼草草带过。这位网民气愤地表示：“昨天是乔任梁，今天是于朦胧，下一个是谁呢？”乔任梁是2016年9月15号突然离世的。所属公司华纳音乐表示，乔任梁患有长期严重的抑郁症，最终导致自杀。上海警方通报说，法医鉴定后排除他杀。但是在于朦胧出事之后，有知情人再次踢爆了乔任梁离世的真实情况。爆料人表示，兔子进入演艺圈后，希望自己的努力被看到，有一天被某老虎盯上了，对方想强收了他，但他拒绝了老虎。这里说的兔子就是代指乔任梁，老虎指的就是那个公司的高层。下面我们就直接说乔任梁的名字。被拒绝的老虎找人把乔任梁抓到了 KTV， 两个身强力壮的壮汉把他给打趴下，对他进行各种虐待，最后强行侮辱了他，还找了一群人围观。此后老虎让公司旗下的女网红跟他交往，就是为了在他身边监视他的一举一动。那时乔任梁是没有任何人身自由的，完全成了他们的玩物。爆料人还表示，那个时候的乔任梁都是穿长袖出现在公共场合，但仍然难以掩饰伤口。他一边默默忍受，一边计划如何全身而退。在跟他们的来往中，默默收集了他们做过的脏事儿，发给了自己的朋友农子。农子是人人自目的翻译，英语非常好的女生。得知乔任梁的遭遇之后，决定帮他在海外曝光，让坏蛋得到讨伐。但他们的计划被那群人发现了，被安排在乔任梁身边跟他交往，实际对他实施监视的那个女网红发现了，然后将他们的一举一动告诉了老虎。那些人先抓了农子，然后跟乔任梁说农子在他们的手上，不来就弄死他。还把现场残忍的画面发给了乔任梁。乔任梁明知道过去就是死路一条，但他不忍心丢下自己的朋友不管，他提出用自己交换农子，但是那帮丧心病狂的家伙当着乔任梁的面残忍杀害了农子。接着他们又开始虐杀乔任梁，当时有20多人在现场观看，包括二代和一线明星。有人怕事情闹得太大，就试图劝阻，却遭到威胁，如果阻拦，下场就和他们一样。事后那帮家伙打电话给他们的父辈来处理后事，这些人则是连夜坐飞机离开了上海，为的就是搞不在场的证明。乔任梁的父母也知道这些事情真相，每天就承受着身心双重折磨。他们想帮儿子复仇，但是老虎后面还有更大的老虎，他们动一动手指，老两口就会消失。听了这些令人恐怖的娱乐圈肮脏恐怖的一面，大家觉得中共这个魔幻的鬼域还能待吗？好了，以上就是今天我跟大家分享的全部内容了，感谢各位的收看。另外呢，明天我还有节目，大家不要忘记收看。好了，观众朋友，咱们明天再会。